Okay, it's probably not a good time for me to make videos, but I've got the high coughs, which is usually pronounced hiccups. But it's written high coughs. Because they're like coughs, but they're high up in your throat, you know. See, often tobacco does help to get rid of hiccups. See, often tobacco does help to get rid of hiccups. Okay, so family scapegoating, right? I've been kind of like a victim of family scapegoating basically my whole life. Now, the reason I'm making a video about it is because I've got new information, as far as I'm concerned, about family scapegoating and why people do it, right? So this video is not just repeating old knowledge, new knowledge, as far as, or yeah, more or less new knowledge, right? So this is what I figured out. We're born into captivity. I've talked about this, you know, and it's really good to. This is one of the. I want to say so much stuff, right? But one of the reasons I enjoy making these videos, and I enjoy having just a small handful of like regular viewers, is because a lot of you really kind of know what's going on. You know, you're clued up. You can see what's going on. And I know if I had like hundreds of viewers, it would soon get boring. There would be so many people just talking shit to me and leaving loads of stupid comments that don't make any sense. And I'd have to, it would just be like a nightmare for me. I'm not interested. I don't want that kind of nightmare in my life. You know, it's just like, meh, they're not interested. So there's actually a bit of a task trying to keep a balance, but just because I only really want a handful of fucking subscribers and viewers, really. So it's maintaining that balance. You know, it's not necessarily all that easy. And I just want to make it clear that I am thankful. I'm very thankful and grateful for the viewers that I have got. You know, this handful of really great guys. Who have just been, you know, who are like friends to me. That's what it seems like. You're like friends, not very good friends, but friends anyway, you know. Better than no friends, you know. A lot better than no friends. To be frank with you, I don't even really know what it means to have a good friend. Maybe I've got a couple of good friends, but they haven't always been good friends to me, you know. So it's like maybe they would pull through if in a difficult situation. I don't know, you know. So I don't really know if I've got any good friends. I've never really had to challenge it. I've never had to test out the theory, you know. I suppose that's a good thing. Okay, so family scapegoating. That's what the video is about. So what I've figured out is the reason people gang up, like in a family, they gang up on a single person. Now, the person they gang up is usually the most intelligent, the most sane, the most good-natured person in the family. So what I realized in the past was that those people gang up on the good person, like me. I'm the good guy. They gang up on me. And in a very sort of subconscious way, like herd animals, they do it in like they're herding you. You know, they don't like you, and they want that they can't. cognitate and elucidate and like put into words why they don't like me or you, right? They can't do that because there's no obvious reason. And if it's an obvious reason, it's if you put it into words so that people can look at hear those words and see them, it sounds really evil and ridiculous and nasty and stupid and childish and pathetic, so that's why they can't talk about it. One of the things about family scapegoating is that you can never get these people to admit what they're doing, right? There's, as far as I know, there's like millions of bits of information on the internet about family scapegoating. It's not uncommon. It's very, very common. It's just that most people never talk about it because they don't want to admit that they're part of the system, part of this like really, really extremely hateful and nasty, like inhuman way of dealing with other humans. It's so nasty. It really is incredibly nasty. And most people, or a lot of people, do it. A lot of people are involved in this thing of like. So I want to get to the root of why, because a lot of my videos, basically, what I'm doing is I'm pulling all these fibers, these strands of information together to a core, so that people can see what the core is of all this truth, and all this like living in the truth, doing the work, what it all amounts to. What's the core of it, right? What's the central idea behind it all, right? People need to know this, because why would you watch my videos if you don't understand what I'm trying to get at? So what I've figured out is that people that do family scapegoating, what they're doing is they're treating people like me as though there's something wrong with me, right? This is what they do. That they won't admit it. They won't admit it outright and openly, but they keep acting in such a way because actions speak louder than words, right? So they act in a way that implies, hi John, that implies that there's something wrong with you, right? When there isn't, because you, John, me, we're the good guys, right? And HRC, he's another good guy, and a few other guys, I'm sure nearly all my mainstream viewers, my regular viewers are the good guys. Oh, John's gone again. He just said hello and he's gone again. Okay, so family scapegoating. What they're basically saying to you with their actions, because their actions are what count. It doesn't matter what they say. You have to ignore what they say, and you understand them by their actions, right? And actions can be all kinds of things, like not doing something, saying something, not saying something. It could be a whole range of different things that include actions, right? But you have to dissociate their actions from the things that they say, because they basically are deceived and they lie all the time, and they don't even know it. They're not conscious. They're not. This is one of the problems with people that are in the matrix, if you like. It's like they're not conscious of what they're doing, so they're treating me as though there's something wrong with me, right? Now, what the real problem is that they are slaves and they're born into captivity and they're in denial about it, right? As well as being in denial about things like the written word, which I've tried to talk about before. Everyone's in denial about the written word, everyone is. It's like you're all in denial about the written word. The written word is a great evil. I just have to say this. I can't say it enough. It's a great evil. Okay, family scapegoating. What they're doing, they're trying to make it seem like there's something wrong with me because I don't accept slavery. I won't accept that we're born into slavery and we are slaves. I just won't accept it. I imagine you were trying to be funny there, John. You see, I've got my beer here. You know, I'm one of the good old boys. You're one of the good old boys. HRC's one of the good old boys. You know. So anyway, what they're trying to do is make it seem like I'm the bad guy because I won't accept slavery. Now, they can't admit that. They can't openly admit it because it makes them look stupid. Oh, look, let's all be slaves. Let's all just do what we're told by the government, who are a bunch of fucking criminals. You know, no one in their right mind is going to say that. But their actions betray them. Their actions, like, tell you what they are actually thinking. So this is what I've realized with family voting is that, and you don't have to have a family to be like a victim of family scapegoating. You could be an orphan and the government will act as your family, right? Or a substitute family will act as your family and basically make you feel like you don't belong. You know, that you're not one of them, you're not one of us. So that's what I've realised about family scapegoating. It's really about slavery. It's the fact that we're born into captivity, we're born into slavery, and everyone's in denial about this. And if you're not in denial, then the people that you live around will try to make you feel like there's something wrong with you. But they won't tell you that. They'll just act in a way that makes you feel not really included. They will exclude you. You know, they make you feel like you're not one of them. Now, another thing I've noticed is that when people piss me off, I get good luck. Good things happen to me. If people go out of their way to piss me off, then bad things happen to them and good things happen to me. It's like karma. You know, it's happened recently. I've had good luck. You know, somebody's actually stolen my doorbell, you know, off the front of my house where I live. They've stolen my doorbell because they got upset with me because of their own reasons. I didn't do anything to upset them. They got upset because of how I acted and behaved. But there was no reason for them to get upset. It was just one of those things. I don't want to talk about it in detail, but they got upset with me because of a misunderstanding, basically. And they had no good reason to be upset with me. And so they come and stole my doorbell. After they threatened me with violence, this person threatened me with violence as well, right? Then they stole my doorbell. They've since put it back, and I've taken it off again. And I'm quite happy not having a doorbell. It's not like anything they do. It doesn't really affect me in a bad way. They stole my doorbell, and I'm fine. I don't need a doorbell. I enjoy not having a doorbell. You know, I don't want Jehovah's Witnesses knocking on my door and ringing my bell. You know. or you know, politician type people trying to get me to vote for their politicians. I haven't really got any friends. I don't have people coming round to visit me. I don't need a doorbell. So they've done me a favor, right? But I don't want them to know that. I'm quite happy for them to think that they've caused me a lot of problems. They haven't, but you know, there's no reason for them to know that. So anyway, this person stole my doorbell, and then I've found a guitar in the street. Right, I'll just show you this guitar. Dear. Look at this, right? It's like, I know you can't see it that well, but see the name there. Look, Fender Precision bass. You know, it's a nice guitar. It's a fucking. I looked on eBay, seeing how much these guitars are worth, and they're all over $1,000. Even secondhand on eBay, they're over all of them. There's 4 I saw on eBay that I only found 4. They were all over $1,000. I just found it in the street, just sitting there. It also had beers in there. It had 3 beers in the side pocket. Yeah, the gods were smiling on me on that day, right? I'm thinking of start practicing bass guitar because I like the idea of bass. I used to play normal guitar, but I didn't really like it that much. I just got fed up with it. It was fun. It was boring, but I like bass. I do like bass. So I'm thinking of like taking up bass guitar. And I've got a nice bass guitar. If I wanted to, I could sell it on eBay for probably £600 or £700. And I found it in the street. And it had beers in there. There's 3 bottles of beers, like 3 bottles of beers. I know. I'm just bragging because basically this is what happens to me when I'm being like people like my family have been like shitty to me lately, and then I just get good luck. Other people have been shitty to me. I just get good luck. I mean, it's not the only good luck I've had. I've had other good luck. I don't want to tell you everything because you'll just be really jealous, you know. But this is just one of the smaller things that's happened to me since doing the work and, you know, just living in the truth. And you see, I'm basically happy most of the time. I'm laughing. I mean, how many people do you watch? Have you ever seen anyone make videos and laugh as much as I do? Because I haven't. Oh dear. Yeah, well, you know, people like you make me feel good, John. I did watch one of your videos the other day. I can't remember if I think I thumbed it up. It did make me laugh. All your videos make me laugh. Every time I watch one of your videos, they make me laugh. You're a genius. And I was going to talk to you about some other stuff, but I forgot what that is now. But I'm glad I've picked you and HRC to help me take over the world. And that other guy that was here I don't know if you saw that other video with like that guy Tristan. Just for you, HRC, he's not going to help me take over the world. He's a traitor. You know, if you lived around the corner from me, I would have had you on instead. You know, there's no doubt about it. If you lived nearby and I could have just said, look, come and have a video, make a video with me, you would have been there, not that other guy. That's like traitor guy. Okay, I'm just going to call it a day today. It's been fun, you know, talking to you and that. It's nice showing off my guitar. The whole video was supposed to be about family scapegoating. I'm not sure how much of ground I covered, but the point of it was that we're all in slavery, and the people that accept slavery don't like people that don't accept slavery, right? They just don't like them, and so they gang up on them, and that's basically what family scapegoating is. When your family sort of make you feel like you're not included, it's because they think that everybody should be slaves, but they can't admit it because it sounds terrible, and it is terrible. You know, they're basically lying all the time. Every time they take a breath, they're lying. Okay, right. I can go on and on about this, but basically that's the whole point of it. That's what I'm trying to say. Thanks for watching. Have a great week and that.